Hello everyone, it's Simmergetic Kyle and welcome back to another video and welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to build split staircases in The Sims 2, and I'm also going to show you a little trick on how to place windows when Maxis does not allow you to. If this is your first time here, welcome, and let's jump right into it, shall we? So you can start by placing a lot. It doesn't really matter what size lot, just make sure it's big enough so you can build your house as big as you want it. I'm so excited to be making videos again. I know it's been a while, so if you've stuck around, thank you so much, I appreciate it. Hope you're staying safe through all the chaos that this world is in right now. So go ahead and start by building just a square foundation. You don't have to build the entire layout of your home at the very beginning. And kind of decide how many, sorry if you hear some background noise, it's my kitty cats. Go ahead and start figuring out how big you want your split staircase to be, if you haven't already. In this case, I'm going to be doing a 4-tile split staircase. So I'm going to delete all of these squares right here. And this is basically going to be the main entrance or the foyer of the house. Whatever I'm deleting right here, this is going to be like the main entrance. So right here is where the bottom of the stairs are going to go. So go ahead and delete all the tiles around that area. Which should leave you with something like this. Now, at this point, go to your level tool, and we're going to go up 8 tiles, somewhere out in this general area, but make sure it's within that same range of those four tile foundations. Remember to only click 8 clips. This is going to represent the half wall. So the stairs will go up to the half wall of the game, and I'll show you an example of this here in a second. Now feel free to pause if I'm going too fast for you. I know there are a lot of steps to this. Now go ahead and build your foundation, those same 4 tiles, and make sure they are parallel to the foundation you already built on the inside. You can see that this foundation goes up to the half wall, so always remember the 8 clicks and then the foundation, and you should be good. You see I forgot to delete some of these foundations over here, sorry about that. And just to be on the safe side, go ahead and delete those foundations too, so we make sure that we're totally clear of the rest of the foundation when we're using the constrain 4 elevation cheat. So go ahead and type in your cheat box, which is Control-Shift-C, go ahead and type in bool prop constrain 4 elevation false. And hit enter. And go ahead and go back to your terrain tool and use the flatten terrain tool and drag from here in that corner all the way over to here. As you can see, both those foundations now match. Now at this point you can go ahead and turn that cheat back off by typing on your keyboard Control-Shift-C, bool prop constrain floor elevation space true. And this turns the cheat back off so we know that it's not going to mess with any of the other foundations. Delete that foundation. You'd see a regular foundation will not be able to be placed around that foundation that we just built, so use that stage tool foundation and go ahead and drag around that, just as I'm doing. I apologize if my directions are a little bit confusing. trying my best to explain this. I know most people during tutorials, it's more so just, you know, you kind of look and learn. So notice there's like kind of a dark area. Don't worry about that. We're gonna fix that later. The game thinks that that stage tool or the stage is on the first level. So of course, there are gonna be some lighting issues that I will address here in a few minutes. And it's pretty easy to correct. At this point, place a foundation over here in the corner. I'll show you why here in a second. And then place a wall on top of the foundation. The reason why I say that is if you go up to the second floor, you'll see that now your leveling up here is all messed up, and you're gonna run into all kinds of problems when trying to do your second story if you're doing a second story. Now go ahead and type in boolprop constraint for elevation false, and go back to your leveling terrain tool in the build section, and drag from that corner all the way to this corner and release. And now we shouldn't have any more problems should we decide to do a second story. Go ahead and turn this sheet back off. So now we're left with this. Now we can begin placing our stairs. You're going to want to go 3 tiles over from that foundation on the bottom floor. 1, 2, 3. And place some 4 tiles right here. And do this on both sides. I messed up right there. So just remember 3 tiles when you're doing a half wall split staircase on the second floor, and you should be good. Now when you place your stairs, it should come right down to that foundation. You shouldn't have any problems with that. And voila, you have your split staircase. Now, at this point, we're going to go back to a custom content set that I mentioned before, BuggyBoo's Nooks and Niches, which is one of my favorite sets. I've talked about it until it's like, I've like talked about this custom content set so much, people are probably tired of hearing about it. But since we cannot place walls over the stage tool, or the stage, this is going to act as a fake wall. Because otherwise just having that split staircase out in the open like that, it doesn't look the greatest, it doesn't really make much sense. So go download those real quick if you haven't already. The links to those are in the description below, along with the Recolors. And you're going to use this wall right here, and you can change the color of this, change it to whatever you want. Go ahead and line these up along the back side of that foundation. As you can see, it comes with tons of Recolors. Now you have a nice wall along the back of the split staircase. I'm gonna go ahead and do this on both floors, and you'll see why here in a little bit. Now at this point, we can go ahead and build your walls all the way around the house. Now as you can see, the lighting, if you use it on that first floor, it will not light up the stage. So a little trick to this, you can actually place some outdoor lighting underneath the stairs and it will light this up. You can also go down to the ground level and you can place these underneath the stairs and it will light up that back wall and it'll light up the foundation. Now, in another part of BuggyBoo's Nooks and Niches set, there is the other wall that you can put on the other side. So once you do add your walls, it'll act as it'll be pretty much as thick as a normal Maxis wall, and you can do different colors on each side. Say if you want to do like a living room behind the split staircases, it allows for a little bit more customization. Now the next tip is very simple. It's for placing windows where Maxis does not allow. Go ahead and go to your gable roofing. This is just for an example. And if you go to your windows, you will notice that there are windows that you cannot place here. And it's very frustrating, especially when you have a specific house you're trying to build and there's a window right on that roof that you just can't seem to place. So I'm using a window from Bespoke's build set, and you can see that it does not work. The window, you cannot see through it or anything like that. Now to fix this, go ahead and put your roofs up and type in your cheat bar, roof, angle, slope, 70. And this will change the roof to something really bizarre like this. I know that looks terrible, but we can fix that here in a second. Now if you see, you go back to your windows. Let's go back to that same window by HoneyWell. Now you'll see that we can place this window and you can see through it. So at this point, we'll go back to our roof, go to your roofing slope tool, and you can just click that 45-degree angle and it goes back to normal. Now you have a window that works out of Maxis's limits. Play around with wherever you're trying to place windows within the game using this cheat. It can work for bigger roofs and bigger windows. I'll show you some examples of this. I hope this tutorial greatly helped you guys, and I hope you guys stick around for more videos. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more of my content. Feel free to leave a comment down below. You can also reach me on my Twitter or Instagram at Simmergetic, and I also have a Tumblr that I will leave you a link to down in the description below. I hope you guys have a great morning, day, night, evening, wherever you are. I hope you are doing splendid and you remain that way. Happy simming, guys. Until next time.